The concept of a really fast SUV is nothing new, but the bevy of ultra-luxurious, super high-performance sport utes available to those with deep pockets is at an all-time high. And this new Range Rover Sport SVR is the next in line to take your 100 grand in exchange for sports car capabilities. Jaguar Land Rover's lineup is gaining traction with an expanding portfolio on both ends of the product spectrum, including this new model from the recently created Special Vehicle Operations Unit. Like its high-end competitors, SVO vehicles are exclusive, low-volume versions of existing models, but the group has also turned out some collectible cars that aren't even street legal. With an MSRP of about $124,000 for my loaded tester, this Range Rover Sport SVR provides about $60,000 worth of distance between you and the guy with the base SE model. It looks to Jaguar for inspiration under the hood, with a 550 horsepower version of the brand's legendary 5-liter supercharged V8, allowing them to brand the SVR as the fastest Land Rover vehicle ever, capable of a 0 to 60 time of 4.5 seconds, a half-a-second improvement over the Sport supercharged model, and a stirring achievement considering its 5,148 pounds, though relatively trim thanks to its aluminum unibody. Gas mileage surprised me, averaging a hat-tip-worthy 17.5 mpg. And just like the audacious-sounding F-Type R, the SVR uses an electronically controlled active exhaust system to produce sounds that'll wake up the neighbors. Take your foot off the gas, and the snap, crackle, and pops can be heard long after you zoom by. Want to fly under the radar? You can just switch it to a quieter mode. Besides the cool SVR badges, this range-topping model adds unique 21-inch wheels, blue-painted brake calipers with Brembos in the front, and a host of body enhancements, including huge air intakes for the intercoolers and 6-piston brakes, a blacked-out grille with Range Rover script, unique side moldings, a pronounced rear spoiler, and gloss black diffuser. Despite these differences, the SVR still appears a bit understated to the unwitting. The cabin is spectacular, continuing the black theme with performance-oriented front seats, replete with quilted centers, reflective piping, and the SVR logo. If you're driving with two more in the back, those seats could use more side bolstering so as not to slide around. Mine has the optional ebony headliner and carbon fiber veneer, creating the perfect atmosphere for a racy SUV. The electronics are dreadfully slow and outdated, but if you can overlook that peeve, your senses will thoroughly enjoy the SVR experience. To build a pedigree, SVR models received their own tune for the locking rear differential and torque vectoring, better mimicking the agility, grip, steering, and reduced understeer nature of the sports car it wishes to be. In dynamic mode with all of its senses heightened, the SVR and its specifically tuned active roll control software keep the body level and composed during spirited driving. It all works through an 8-speed automatic with downshift rev matching, manual mode, and a plethora of driving programs tailored for whatever lies ahead. Though the SVR has serious instantaneous power, connected steering, and polished backroad moves, it isn't willing to give up its go-anywhere SUV reputation, which is a blessing and a curse. Having recently driven BMW's version of an SUV on steroids, the X6M, the comparisons were inevitable. And here's the skinny. The SVR gives you the full Monty of Range Rover's legendary four-wheel drive tools, in addition to playing its role as a sports car. It's a neat combo of extraordinary dynamic capability. But if you want the pure raciness of a performance car in an SUV body, then the BMW will do you better. You sit up high, the air springs can take you even higher, and if off-road is where you're headed, the SVR will still oblige. Just remove the lower section first if you're really going for it. Permanent four-wheel drive with a 50-50 torque split, low range and aggressive crawl ratio with all of the bennies of the terrain response system are a reminder that the SVR isn't just an SUV for show. But because it wears all-season, low-rolling resistance tires and still adheres to Range Rover's strict standards, it doesn't drive nearly as adroitly or with as much intoxicating fun as the X6M. My tester adds in the optional Meridian Signature audio system, which will delight audiophiles, and the driver assistance package with lane departure warning with traffic sign recognition, perpendicular and parallel park assist, and a 360-degree camera. It's tight on storage space up front, particularly with the optional cooler in the front console. Otherwise, the SVR provides ample midsize space. And I ask, where are the cooled seats? I like the SVO idea, and the Range Rover Sport SVR is a credible early effort for those who want the fast with their mud. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammis.